Hello everyone and welcome back to Full Throttle Online. This is episode number 2. I'm your host Doug Townsend and as always joined by Gord Bennett, owner and operator of Full Throttle Motor Speedway. Gord, it's been a busy last 7 days in the Full Throttle Nation and we might as well kick it off with the mini stock. We had the meeting here last Saturday. What's your take on how everything went there?
Well, actually, before we get into that, Doug, I want to get in a little bit about the Full Throttle Online. This show is actually all about, for people who aren't aware, is to tell everything about the Speedway, all the goings on, all the sponsor stuff, a little bit of if there's new drivers, all kinds of information. And we're going to do it every week, 52 weeks of the year. And so last week we had a little bit of a pilot show. This is actually our first week in the more finished studio. You know, next week we'll probably get into some editing and some other stuff, but we'll do more as we get going here. So anyways, on with the show.
On with the show. So mini stocks.
Yes.
Meeting last Saturday. Well attended by the core group of mini stocks that I've always run here.
Absolutely. Yeah, the core group of guys were all here. I am not a mini stock genius by any means. I'm more top end stuff with the late models and like the higher end classes, and I thought I would give the mini stocks the platform to see what they thought was the best thing that they wanted to do. Anyway, so they voted unanimously to be under the Flamborough Speedway rules, done by Glenn Hills. He did a pretty bang on job with the rules, and everybody seemed to be pretty happy. Overall, you know, I'm sure there's a little bit of tweaking and stuff, but we'll follow and we're trying to work with every track. So, you know, but anyways, when it comes to the mini stocks, we went with the Flamborough rules and we allowed two separate things up and above. We allowed camber on all 4 wheels, and we allowed a 50 series tire, which we already had at the Speedway. We didn't want the guys to go and have to buy the rubber that they did. And the camber, our track is really high bank. We have a lot of corner speeds and stuff like that, and it was to do with buying bearings and, you know, having wheels fly off and a bunch of stuff. Yeah. So we thought it was the best interest to do that. So.
Well, yeah, it all boils down to being cost effective for the drivers and saving them money and replacement parts and everything.
We're trying to do that on all the classes, you know. Exactly. Like it's all about the money anymore, so we're just kind of trying to save everything we can for everybody, you know, and bring the cars back out of the barns. Yeah. You know, like it's not just, I think there's probably more cars sitting than have been racing over the years, and now it's time to be smart and bring these guys back, you know. Exactly. Give them a little bit of excitement to say, hey, you know what, I can be competitive or whatever again. Yeah. So that's, you know, so we did that with the mini stocks. You know, it seemed to work pretty good.
It went well. I know there's been a lot of chatter on Facebook about it anyway. So,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. So into 2015, last night on Facebook we released the schedule, and we also released the passes. So let's talk about the schedule first.
Yeah. We released our 2015 schedule. It will be May 1st. Will be our I call it Mayhem. So that's our opener. We're going to have 7 classes every night, double features, no heats, 7 different classes. Then May 9th, which is our first Saturday event, we have 4 Super Saturdays over the course of the summer. First one is got our Outlaw Late Model 50 and the opener for the Lucas Oil Sportsman Cup 100. Yeah. So it's their season opener for them. So we'll be doing season opener and the season finale for them. What else we got? We got a Wednesday Canada Day. We got late models and some other classes coming. Every Saturday we'll have for specials. All the touring classes, all different stuff. Friday's regular racing. Saturday, every second Saturday of the month we'll be racing with touring classes. So.
And also this season we've expanded our horizon and again made the facility here at Full Throttle more than just a racetrack, and we've expanded into a few other events this year too.
You definitely have to do that, and you know, this is an entertainment for family complex. So we have scheduled the Ontario Truck and Tractor Pull Association 2-day super national event with everything from kids with their little pull tractors up to multi-engine tractors, you know, everything in between. You know, so that's a 2-day national event. We have, oh yeah, we brought in a rodeo. You know, well, we do race car rodeos week in and week out, but we got the bulls and the horses and all that coming. We got the Dodge Ram Case IH Pro Rodeo Tour coming in. Showdown at Old Varney. That's what it'll be, August 22nd and 23rd. That'll be a great event. We will also have this year the return of the Legends of the Short Track on Varney night again. And our season will end up with September 11th, 12th, and 13th. We will have our championship weekend at Full Throttle Motor Speedway with over 3 days, an array of all different kinds of racing. With, hey, starting of the playoffs.
Yeah,
so everybody had their playoff weekend, and I said, hey, 11th, 12th, and 13th, Full Throttle's on. You know, this is our big to-do. So.
And something from I know myself from a local standpoint at the High Banks here. The return of the Rick Wollner Memorial this year back to the High Banks.
Oh yeah. This Rick's from the area, longtime supporter. Unfortunately, he is no longer with us. It's a memorial race with the Oscar Modifieds, which are here twice this year. So we did run Modifieds a fair amount in 2014 in the interest of keeping the Modified Tour and Oscar together. We decided to go with bringing the tour instead of trying to go on our own and work with them instead of, you know, we couldn't do everything. Yeah. So this was for the best for everybody, and so the Oscar mods will be here 2 times.
Excellent. All right, so with the schedule out now, seasons passes.
Yeah, we Christmas time is coming.
Christmas time is coming.
So we got seasons passes. We have a bronze package, which is for general grandstand for the full season. We got you know, adults, seniors, and child with some real good discounts on them.
Yes.
Then we have a silver package, which is actually the grandstands for all 27 events. Which includes the specials, which is also greatly discounted for that. And we did the same with the pits, with the gold and the platinum. Yeah. So the gold is for the 21 Friday night races, and the 27 events, the full season is the platinum. So that's for the pits. And you know, we tried to cut edges and do everything to save some people some money, and you know, and that's and it's time for Christmas. So
it's time for
Christmas. It's definitely give us a call. We'll make it happen.
That's right. And I guess that leads up to this coming weekend. We've got another couple meetings lined up this Saturday, November 29th, here at the track in the building out in front, the steel building, where we're housed our studio.
Yeah, well, we actually, the mini stock meeting went well enough. When it comes to meetings, when it's rule meetings and stuff, it's pretty hard to keep everybody has their own kind of agenda when it comes to rules meetings. So I usually like to say, here's the rules, and you know, instead of having I want this and I want that, I try and keep it, you know. But you know, it's their money too, so I have to, you know, but in the best interest of Full Throttle Motor Speedway and the competitors, I pretty much have it set. So on Saturday, 1 p.m., we have the brand new Super Truck class, which is kind of like a pure stock truck. We allow a few options and stuff. That's at 1 p.m. So anybody who's interested in that, they can come to the Speedway upstairs, and they can come to the meeting and find out all information on that. And then at 3 o'clock, we have the V8 Sportsman, which actually last year we had the V8 Thunderstock, which was kind of a cross between street stock and Thunder cars, and we just kind of went with home track rules. This year we call it V8 Sportsman, which is actually more street stock style cars, and for some of the vintage Thunder cars before they started blowing their brains out and spending all kinds of money. and you know, and becoming like limited late models.
Yes.
So
Yes.
so we pretty much 3 p.m. that's the meeting for that. So you know, again, we had to be cost effective. We had to do all the stuff, you know, and kind of bring it back down a little bit, you know. But what works at other tracks might not work here. So this is for the people that want to come and race at Full Throttle Motor Speedway.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And for any of the rules or any of the packages that are out there, all you gotta do is get a hold of Gord at fullthrottlemotorspeedway@gmail.com,
Yeah.
and he'll return a package out to you with whatever rules you need or anything on the season's passes and whatnot. So I guess that's it for another week. We'll wrap this up.
Yeah, next week we have our first special guest coming in.
All right.
You know, some excitement and a little bit of stuff with some different. You know, we'll keep adding on to Full Throttle Online as we go here, and some of the other shows that we're going to be coming will come in the near future, probably early in 2015. So. As it is, we'll see you next week.
All right, we'll leave it there, and we will sign off. And we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. This has been a Full Throttle production.